Okay, let us look at this problem still under isotonic solutions. It says, how much sodium chloride is required in the preparation of 50 ml of isotonic amethocane 0.5% solution. Assume the sodium chloride is used for isotonicity adjustment only. Now, a 0.5% solution of amethocane hydrochloride depresses the freezing point of water by 0.062 degrees Celsius. Now, the first thing we should always note is that what we tend to achieve here is to make this solution to be able to depress the freezing point of water by 0.52 degrees Celsius. But the amethocane hydrochloride solution, 0.5 amethocane hydrochloride solution on its own is able to depress the freezing point of water by 0.062 degrees Celsius alone, and it's not enough to make it isotonic. So for us to make it isotonic, we should add a particular amount of sodium chloride. So how do we now determine the amount of sodium chloride to be added? We determine that by first of all determining the further depression that is needed to make the solution isotonic. And the further depression that is needed can only be gotten from the difference, that is subtraction of the extent to which amethocane hydrochloride alone can go from the actual depression that can make it isotonic, which is 0.52 degrees Celsius. So we now do 0.52 degrees Celsius minus 0.062 degrees Celsius. Whatever results of the difference we get from the whatever result we are able to get from the subtraction, we now calculate the amount of sodium chloride that can cause that depression. The amount of sodium chloride that can cause that depression is the amount we need to add in this solution to make it isotonic. Let's go. Welcome to the board. Now, the first thing to note is that amethocane hydrochloride alone can cause what? 0.62 degrees Celsius depression. But we need to get to 0.52 degrees Celsius depression. So let's get the difference. This minus this will not give us what? 0.52 minus what? 0.062. So let's add 0 here. So carry 2 here, put here, it becomes what? 10. 10 minus 2 is what? 8. What is remaining here is 1. 1 cannot go. So you got 1 here, put here, it becomes what? 11. 11 minus 6 is what? 5. What is remaining here is what? 4. 4 minus 0 is what? 4. Bring down point at 0. So 0.458 degrees Celsius further depression is needed to make this solution isotonic. So we now calculate the amount of sodium chloride that can cause this depression. That is the amount of sodium chloride that is needed to be added in this solution to make it isotonic. So now let's go. But there's a relationship that says that 1% weight per volume what? Sodium chloride solution depresses by 0.576 degrees Celsius. So if 1% sodium chloride solution can depress the freezing point of water by 0.576 degrees Celsius, so how many of sodium chloride solution can depress the freezing point of water by 0.458 degrees Celsius? So we calculate for x. X is now equal to what? 1% weight per volume times what? 0.458 degrees what? Celsius divided by what? 0.576 degrees what? Celsius. Degree Celsius cancels degree Celsius. This is 1. So we have something like this. X is equal to what? 0.458 all over what? 0.576 percent weight per what? Volume. Let me clean some. So let's go. Let me stop play for now. Okay, so let's take this up. We now have that x is now equal to, remember that these are in what? Decimal fraction. So we need to convert them to what? Common fraction, from where we now convert them back to what? Back to whole numbers, so that we can easily cancel out. Now let's go. This is 0.458 is as certain as is the same thing as what? 458 over what? 1000 divided by 0.576, which is certain as what? 576 over 1000 percent what? Weight per what? Volume. This is now the certain as what? 458 over 1000 times what? This will invert 1000 over what? 576 percent what? Weight volume. 1000 will cancel 1000. So we are now looking at what? 458 divided by what? 576. But 458 is less than 576. So what do? We get 0 here. Put point and add 0. How many 576 are in 4580? It's roughly 7 by calculation. It's roughly what? 7. So now, because if you do 576 times 10, you notice that we have 5760. And if you come down to 9, if you subtract 576 from 5760, we have something up. You see, we have something around 5,001 something. Now, if that is the case, it is still above this. So if you come down to 8, you have roughly 4,006 something. So if you come down to 7, you have a bit less than 458. So let's multiply 7 times by, let's multiply 576 by 7. We get something like this. 576 times 7 will give us 7 times 6 is 42. Put 2, carry 4, put here. 7 times 7 is 49 plus 7 times 7 is 49 plus 4 is 53. You will write 3. Carry 5, put here. 5 times 7 is 35. Plus 5 is 40. So have you now seen now? It's 4,003. 576 by 7 is 4,032. So let's subtract 4,032 from 458 to know the remainder. Let's go. If you carry 1 here and put it, you become 10. 10 minus 2 is what? 8. What is remaining here is 7. 7 minus 3 is what? 4. Is 4. Now, here is 5. 5 minus 0 is what? 5. This is 4. 4 minus 0 is 0. So we have 4. So we have that 4,580 divided by 576 will give us 7. Remember 548. So what do? We add another 0 here. Now 5,480 divided by 576. 576 times 10 is 5760, which is a bit above 5,480. So if you subtract 5760, making it 9. So we have roughly a number that is a bit that is below 5458, a bit for 5,480. So it will give you a 9 whole number. Let's get the remainder. If you multiply 576 by 9, remember we have already done that here, and get 4 by 7 and get 4 0.032. So what is remaining is this 2 times. These 2 times is going to give us, let's multiply these 2 times and add it. That will give us what 576 by 9 will be. So 576 times plus times 2 is 2 times 6 is 12. Carry 1, try to carry 1, put here. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1, 15. Write 5, carry 2, put here. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 plus 1 is what? 11. So 576 by 2 give us what? 1152. Let's add 1152 here. 1152. If you add 1152 here, it will give us what? Let's go. 2 plus 2 is what? 4. 3 plus 5 is what? 8. 0 plus 1 is what? 1. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So now, this is 576 times 9 give us 5,184. Let's subtract it from here and know the remainder. The remainder will now be what? Carry 1 here, put here, becomes what? 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. What is remaining here is 7. Carry 1, put here, 17. 17 minus 8 is what? 9. 17 minus 8 is 9. Yeah. So what is remaining here is what? 3. 3 minus 1 is what? 2. Remember here is only 5. Right? So 5 minus 5 is what? 0. So this is 296. So 5,480 divided by 576 will give us 9. Remainder 296. So let's continue. The next thing now, we'll add 0 here again. How many 576 are in 2,960? It's roughly 576 by 4. Should give us around 2,003 something. 2,003 something plus. So this should give us around there should be around 5 of this in here. So let's write 5. So let's see if it's true. Let's multiply 5 by 576. Let's multiply 576 by 5. 5 times 6 is what? 30. Write 0, carry 3, put here. 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 3 is what? 35 plus 3 is what? That's 8. You write 8. Carry 3, put here. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 plus 3 is 28. Right? It becomes what? 2,880. Let's know the remainder. 0 minus 0 is 0. Carry 1, put here. 16 minus 8 is what? 8. This is what? 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 8. So 2,960 divided by 576 will give us 5. Remember what? 80. So what do we do? If 576 can divide 80, 0 will come here. We'll add 0. 0 will come here. We'll add another what? 0. This divide this to give us 1 point something. So let's leave it like this. So this is approximately 0.795. 0.795 what? Percent weight per what? Volume. Let me clean up this so it doesn't confuse us. So I can now clean down here. So we now have what? 0.795% weight per volume. What this implies is that the strength or the amount, percentage strength of sodium chloride that is able, that when added to this solution will cause what? It to be isotonic is what? 0.795% weight per volume. This implies, what this means is that there are what? It means 0.795 gram of sodium chloride in what? 100 ml solution will cause this solution to be what? Isotonic. but this is 0.795 in 100 mil. They are talking about in 50 mil. So how do we now determine the amount in 50 mil that can cause the what? It to be 50 mil of this to be isotonic. This can only cause 100 mil of this to be what? Isotonic. So how many of this can cause 50 mil of this to be what? Isotonic. So if 0.795 cause what? 100 mil of this to be isotonic, how many can cause 50 mil to be what? Isotonic. So we don't know, we call it what? X. X is now equal to what? 0.795 gram times what? 50 mil over what? 100 mil. That is, after cross multiplication, we arrive at this. So what will happen now is that mil will cancel mil. 50 will divide 100, remaining 2. 2 divide 0.795. Let's go. 2 divide this is 0. Bring out the point. 2 divide 7 is what? 3. Remember 1. So you put 3. Put the 1 here, it becomes 19. 2 divide 19 is what? Is what? 9. Remember what? 1. You put the 1 here, it becomes 15. 2 divide 15 is what? 7. 7. 7. Remember what? 7. Remember what? Remember there's 0 here. Sorry, I don't want to throw it away like that. 7. Remember what? 1. 1 here as 0. 1 because it becomes what? 10. 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. So this is approximately what? 0.398 gram. So what it implies is that 0.398 gram of sodium chloride is required to make 50 mil. Sorry, it's required as an isotonicity adjustment in this 50 mil isotonic solution of what? Ametocaine hydro chloride. So what we need is what? 0.398 gram of sodium chloride.